Hi, my name is Jared.
And I'm Matthew.
And I'm Charlene.
Welcome back to Let's Drink and Drive, the show where we drink.
And drive.
In this case, we're playing Euro Truck Simulator 2. And, Matt, what are you drinking?
I am actually back to the Southern Tier IPA. Again, my favorite beer ever. And I cannot stress it enough. Ever.
Ever. I am also drinking the Southern Tier IPA, which, as labeled, or stated on the label, 4 varieties of hops and 4 types of malts.
Yeah, and I think that's part of the reason that I like it. It's quite balanced. It's not super bitter like most. It seems to me like now breweries who are making IPAs just try to put as many different types of hops in it as possible and try to make it as bitter as possible. And to me, doesn't make a good IPA. I want something that I can drink more than one of. And if you have a super bitter IPA, I'm not going to do it.
And Char, what are you drinking?
I am drinking, yet again, Captain. But this time I'm using Cherry Coke,
Which, by the way, did I try that last time?
No, you did not.
No, I did not. So I want to try some, yeah.
So previously it was vanilla Coke.
Yeah, it was vanilla. The vanilla Coke was pretty good. So now we got to try the Cherry Coke.
So yeah, the IPA is definitely more hoppy than my preference is right now. But I'm trying to get more into the various types of beers. And actually,
yes, which is a great idea for this show.
It is,
yeah.
And which will come in handy with this show specifically.
Right.
Now, one thing that let's get started.
Okay, yeah. Let's. Do you just want to go right to a job? We only have 36,000. Right. I think, to me, I've been thinking about this the last few episodes. I think we should have at least 50,000 euro. Once we get to 50,000, we can probably get a loan. That way we can have a buffer. We have the loan of 100,000 or whatever it is.
That sounds like a plan, and
okay.
we should have that in the next couple episodes.
Yeah.
Maybe
so
3.
I think that's probably a good starting point. So we'll go
although
to the job
we might
market.
need 2 loans in order to buy a truck at that amount.
Depending on what we are, yeah. Or how much it is, yeah.
How much are trucks usually?
At least 90 grand. So we should probably have at least 100, I'd say, before we buy a truck.
Yeah.
Now, I was recently in Canada with Charlene, and we were at it wasn't a brewery, but they had a lot of local beers.
Delicious.
It was very good. The food was good.
I'm gonna try this one.
Beer was good. But one thing, as kind of a new beer drinker, I've only been drinking beer for like 2 years, and I'm not a connoisseur. I don't know the difference between like a Pilsner or an ale. Well, I guess, is ale technically made with honey?
No. Ale, the difference between an ale, it's actually, there's 2 types of beer, ale and a lager. Ale is hopped on top of the brew.
Okay.
Lager is hopped on the bottom. So lager hopped first, basically. Because you have the brew and then the ale, the hops are on the bottom.
So a lager has a more hoppy taste?
No, ales generally have
ales
more
do?
hoppy taste
Okay.
because they're on top. They're at last usually, and there's usually more of them.
Okay.
So they have the more bitter taste to it.
So now what about a Pilsner?
Pilsner is a type of lager.
Okay.
Pilsner is Labatt Blue. Molson is a Pilsner. They're more session beers. Usually,
What do you mean by session?
A session beer is you can drink more than a couple of them at a time. IPAs, ales generally are not session beers, except for this one, which I can drink a 6-pack of them at a time.
I'm not sure I'd be able to pull that off. But.
I have been drinking IPA for quite a few years now, so. But yeah, so Pilsner comes from the city of Pilsen in Czech Republic. It's a type of lager that they brew there. And Canadian beers are generally patterned after that. So if you've had a Labatt Blue, you've had a Pilsner.
Right.
So actually the original Budweiser is a Pilsner. There's a Budweiser that was brewed it still is actually brewed in the city of Budvar in the Czech Republic.
Mm-hmm.
That's actually called Budweiser. And the one that's made in St. Louis was named after that beer. So,
that's America ripping off the rest of the world.
It's true, yeah. So
true story, bro.
It is. So yeah. So if you've ever heard of like a lager, likely it's been a Pilsner. Usually, most lagers are Pilsners. So Okay, well, let's see where we have to go. And
I think just pull straight out there.
is it straight out and to the right? So do that. I want to make sure I can see everything.
Now, so ales and lagers. Now, when they say a wheat beer, is there still hops included, or?
Yeah, wheat beers are not as many. Even not even close to the same amount as like an IPA would be, or even a regular pale ale would be. Wheat beers. The reason they're called obviously wheat beers is I'm not even looking. I'm just gonna go out.
Just swing it.
Because who cares? So yeah, wheat beers are light. Most beers are brewed with. Oh, I'm going on the wrong side of the road. Because I'm in Scotland. How do I go? Oh, there we go. Okay.
The problem is that he's probably gonna follow you.
Oh, he is. Oh.
So yeah, just.
That's a wrong way of fence because I reversed.
Yep, just hard left. There you go.
There we go. All right.
Who does that? Who does that?
I forgot I was in Edinburgh. Okay, so
Wheat beers.
Wheat beers are normally in the U.S. Wheat beers are associated with things like Belgian-style beers. My favorite would be the Hoegaarden Belgian wheat. Very kind of a fruity flavor to it. Really nice beer.
Looks like he's letting you go.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go. Trying to use the mouse to look in this game is crazy. So yeah, I mean, the thing about you've come from a kind of a wine background. You know how many different varieties of grapes there are and that sort of thing. It's a lot the same with even hops and different kinds of malts and barleys and stuff like that. So it's very similar in that respect to to wine culture. Different types of beer have different devotees, if you will, and have different types of characteristics that help. So.
Well, that was our beer 101 session.
Yeah, right.
Are there any other types of beer?
I was speeding. Other than the ones that we've gone over, we've got pills. I mean, there's a lot of different types of beer. There's stouts, which are darker. Usually, they're darker roasted malts that cause the darker flavor.
Is the roasted malt like the chocolatey flavor?
Yes.
Or the cocoa?
Yes.
Flavor?
Yeah. If you ever had a chocolate stout, it's because of the dark roasted malt. You get from that. You can get Guinness is a stout. So it's a very kind of Irish type of style of beer. I just knocked over a sign.
Do you remember the name of the restaurant we went to, Char?
No, unfortunately, I don't remember. I wish Stephanie was here. She would definitely know.
She would definitely know. What was your drink of choice there? Blonde ale?
No. I had a blonde, as well as there was this apple drink.
Oh, really?
I really
like an
enjoyed.
appletini?
No. These were all beers.
Oh, okay. Was it like Red's Apple Ale?
No.
Oh.
This beer, it smelled exactly like apple Jolly Rancher.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like sour apple.
But it's like, it had the beer taste, but it also tasted like Jolly Rancher. It was interesting.
That is, yeah.
It was my favorite drink.
I've never heard of a beer like this before, actually.
The name of the restaurant was Ribeye. Jack's Ribeye, or?
Yeah, there was ribeye in there. In the title, at least.
We'll post a link in the comments.
Yeah,
the
sounds like
description.
Sounds like a steakhouse of some kind. But
they had a lot of Mill Street beers.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say something and I can't remember what it is now because I was trying to drive.
Well, if you think of it, we'll bring that later.
We will.
One of the things we want to talk about today is something that's been in the news lately, and that's the story of Caleb Montgomery.
Oh yeah, I heard this on NPR earlier today.
Kayla is an 18-year-old runner at her high school, and in 2011 she was actually diagnosed with multiple sclerosis, and she has since continued her track career to the surprise of the medical community, basically.
Yeah. And what I heard earlier today was she actually consulted with her doctor, who was initially against it, but apparently she argued him down to where he basically conceded that, yeah, you should just keep running.
Just keep doing what you're doing.
And apparently, if you want to continue, I'm sorry.
Well, yeah, it appears to be working out for her. So what multiple sclerosis affects your nerves.
Yeah.
So generally you lose control of your extremities. And we actually work with someone who has...
Correct. We do, yeah.
And she suffers a lot. And
yes. And I've noticed she uses a walker to get around, stuff like that.
It's hard to see, and I have so much respect for her.
Yeah. Somebody who continues to walk whilst... And so this makes the story even more amazing to me because of the personal contact we've had with somebody that has MS.
Right.
Just because the fact that she... Not only does she have this condition, but she is the state champion distance runner for North Carolina, where she's from. So I think 3,500 meters, I think, is her distance. And she is the fastest person at that distance in her state. And it's going to nationals. So.
But what's amazing about the story is that she may be the fastest because of her disease.
Right, yeah, and that's true. Yeah, that's kind of the other side of the coin for that.
Right.
That type of issue, because if you want to... Oh, geez. Wow. All of a sudden, it just started sliding off the road. I don't...
That's what happened. Now, did we announce what drink we were on?
Yeah, we're on 5, I think.
Well,
5 or 6. 6.
I'm on 6. Char, what are you on?
I'm on 6.
Well, okay. Char hasn't driven yet, so...
That's true.
She doesn't matter.
We should be getting Char on behind the wheel pretty soon here.
Yeah.
We
have to teach her a little bit about the game, I think. But so what is it about her condition that actually facilitates her distance running?
So with MS, basically it ends up blocking nerve signals to your extremities or from your brain.
Right, where you stop feeling your extremities, basically. Yeah.
But it tends to happen when you, at least I believe in the beginning stages, when you heat up. So
while you're doing some kind of exercise, basically.
Right. So the way Kayla tells her story is that she usually has, basically normal control. Once she starts running and she gets into a rhythm, she can keep that rhythm continuously. But if she gets distracted or if she begins to slow down or loses concentration, that's when she kind of notices her symptoms and she starts to lose control. So basically, she stays focused through the entire race, and then at the end, when she needs to stop, she collapses.
Wow.
So
because she loses control of her extremities, basically.
Right, and her coach has kind of stepped in as her guardian, and he's there to catch her as she falls past the finish line.
That's good. Look at this. So remember how I said it was gonna be like the French countryside? Got a kind of a nice view here.
Should I zoom out here? Oh yeah, look at this. Look at the farmland there.
French farm country. Or are we? We're in Scotland, actually. I can see the Scottish flag right there.
What is the Scottish flag? The cross?
Yeah, that's St. Andrew's cross.
And what was
my mom gave me one of those flags when I was younger because we are of Scottish descent. My mother's maiden name is Tatlock. It's very Scottish.
And what was the other flag there?
I didn't see it. It might have been the English flag, maybe. I didn't see it.
It was.
Was it white with a red cross?
It wasn't crosses. It looked like teeth.
Didn't see it.
It was like not checkered. I'm not sure what the word would be.
I don't know that.
Maybe we'll see it again.
Yeah, maybe. But so this is the Scottish countryside, apparently. Well, it's one thing I like about this game is it's the scenery is sometimes quite amazing.
Yeah, as we mentioned
such that
before,
I go out of the lane.
So I just pulled up MS on the wiki here. Is an inflammatory disease in which the insulating covers of nerve cells in the brain and spinal cord are damaged. So basically, I mean, I didn't realize it was all the way up to your brain. I thought it was just the signals in between.
Right.
So
Makes sense,
yeah, I can't imagine.
Yeah, basically. I mean, you're basically, and what you said earlier, you're losing control over your muscle function, basically. So, and so good for Kayla because, you know what, she didn't give up, and now she is the state champion at her distance. So, good on her.
Yeah, and I mean,
way more motivation than I would ever have. The most motivation that I've had recently is to drive a virtual semi-truck through the Scottish countryside while drinking. So that's not nearly as NPR worthy, I don't think.
and there's a plane. No, definitely not. I don't think
Yeah, it was a plane.
they'll be covering us anytime soon.
It always kills me. We pass gas stations every time. And I think if we go on longer trips, we're eventually going to have to stop for gas, and I want to see what that's like. Yeah. I'm almost done with this drink, by the way. So, since I'm almost done with this drink and I don't have another beer here, I'm going to have to ask Charlene to make me a drink.
And what drink will you be making, Char?
I'll probably make him vodka and Red Bull since he's getting sleepy.
I am getting sleepy. It's almost 2 o'clock in the morning here.
Well, what kind of vodka do we have?
Matt, you pronounce it.
I don't know. What was it?
Svedka.
Well, there's the Svedka, yeah.
We have Svedka?
Which, as Charlene described it, it's not Grey Goose, but it's also not Smirnoff.
It was the
Oh,
third
I gotta get off
cheapest, or the third most
It's the
expensive.
most expensive.
But not the
I
cheapest.
think, you know what? Unlike most spirits, with vodka, I feel like, I just destroyed my car. Or my truck.
Oh, jeez.
While you're getting that turned on, what about vodka?
Unlike most spirits, I think vodka you can pretty much group by price. Just because there's not a lot of aging that's really involved in vodka. It's not like Scotch where...
Well, I don't think there's any aging at all.
No. I mean, it's a clear spirit. So, you pretty much get what you pay for with vodka. So, the Grey Goose, which is going to be probably the top shelf of any place that you go to.
Which, the one I went to, Grey Goose, was like the most expensive.
Yeah. So, that's going to be the best that you get.
Then
you go from there on.
Then it was Absolute, and then it was Vodka.
Right. Because there's not like many different types of vodka that you can have. It's pretty much all just going to be vodka.
Well, actually, I purchased this new one.
Yeah, I know.
Ciroc is vodka.
Yes.
That was pretty pricey.
Yours is flavored though, isn't it?
It has peach, but for some reason it's made out of different types of grapes. So I don't understand how it's peach.
Well, vodka can be made from grapes. It can be made from a lot of different things. So,
right. So this specifically says made with vodka, infused with natural peach and other flavors.
Yeah.
I didn't read
so
that
you
part.
make it from grapes to make vodka. It doesn't taste like grapes. That's the process. Vodka is distilled.
Right.
Unlike wine, wine is fermented.
It's like distilled 6 times.
Yeah. So keep hitting neutral instead of the
5
gear that I
times
want.
actually.
Well, Svedka was distilled 6 times.
Oh, okay.
So the point being, like, vodka not being an aged spirit, you can pretty much group the quantity, or the quality rather, by the price. With things like bourbon or like Scotch, things like that, that has a lot more to do with taste.
It looks like you're racing.
Yeah, I know. I took that roundabout a little fast.
A little fast. Luckily, your brakes are extraordinary.
Yes. That's what the brakes and the turning radius are pretty extraordinary.
Well, the turning radius makes sense.
Yeah.
The brakes, not so much. Although you have air brakes. I mean.
Yeah, that's true. So, Like, so bourbon and scotch are more of a taste thing. It depends on, with scotch especially, do you like a peatier scotch? Do you like a more... Oh, I gotta go. Shoot.
Wow.
Yep.
That was terrible.
I missed the roundabout entirely.
Let's keep talking about alcohol as we
I hope.
destroy our trip.
Well, hey, this is less.
I hope when I start driving, I do way better than you, Matt.
I think she's secretly practicing.
It's possible. I
She's just-
don't think there's any way I can get out of here.
She
Can I get
wishes-
a different angle here?
I mean, you could. Whoop, that's
You can get a different drink.
Actually, no, we want those both up.
Yep.
I feel like if
How am
you
I getting out of this?
turn your wheel to the left and back up, and then go straight.
I didn't know you were carrying that in your.
That's what I'm carrying.
Are you in reverse? Yes.
Yes, I am.
What's it called?
Are you sure? Is the vehicle on?
No, I'm in 12th apparently. Wait.
You have to
You're
put.
neutral.
You just have to push in.
There we go. I got it. Okay. Well, I have to be in first anyway. Can I get the other angle?
Yep.
Nope.
Now
Wrong way.
go
Okay,
straight.
now stop.
Now
Okay,
go
now I'm gonna go straight.
You're hitting that
Wait,
a little
what
bit
do I
too
just hit?
hard.
Good question.
I think you're causing traffic here.
Oh, probably.
I think they ran into you.
Yeah, no, but I think I hit a signpost.
So you should just be able to muscle through that.
Now I'm gonna reverse out of it. This is the worst. What just
Traffic.
happened? Oh, because I went to reverse. Okay. This is the worst incident we've had on Let's Drink and Drive.
And
What?
not at all surprised that.
I don't know why. It must not let us drive in this area.
Try to get back on.
I'm gonna hang on.
Back up a little bit more and try to drive into the road.
Okay.
Like keep
Let's
the
go
wheel
this way.
turned to the right.
Yep.
See, it's that car is like
Okay.
in the way.
Yeah. Now.
I was like, if this was
we
reality,
found
why
a deficiency
would
of
you get
this
that
game.
close? Boom! You hit
There
that
we go.
car,
There we go.
and you hit
Okay.
that car.
So it looks like there was an invisible wall on the side.
Yeah, and I think that's what it was. Yeah.
All right. So let's go back to.
Yep. And I gotta go this way.
Yep. Okay.
Okay. That was fun and exciting.
Yeah.
One of our very few video game related issues we've had so far.
So again, we have Svedka, which is Swedish, a product of Sweden, and Ciroc, which is French.
So what's better?
So what are you going to mix with Red Bull?
I think, well, since the Svedka is regular and the Ciroc is peach, probably gonna go with the regular.
Should I just pour you like a little bit just to try the Ciroc? Maybe.
All right, you want to pour me a shot?
Sure.
Why not?
Wait, do you want a shot or do you want?
Yeah,
Red
give
Bull
me a
with it?
shot once I'm on the ferry because I have to go to the ferry here in a second.
So let's try opening this.
Opening it would be a good idea first. Yes.
It says please tear here. I can't.
You can't tear it?
Wait, I got it.
Oh,
I'm telling you, those brakes.
seriously, those brakes are much better than I think they are. I just dumped the clutch on a semi.
Looks like we only have one option
Yep,
here.
we're supposed to go to Tyne.
Well, what's that arrival say?
E-Molden? Oh, departure from Tyne. E-Molden, yeah.
Emuden?
E-Muden? Sure. Well, let's try
If
that.
we have any European listeners, please correct us.
Let's smell this.
I'm smelling it.
You're smelling the vodka?
Oh, man.
Is it very PG?
It is.
Alright, I'm gonna smell the vodka.
It smells quite delicious.
Wow. It really can I drink this out of the bottle?
Well, what
It's
percent?
as strong as Captain.
Oh, really?
35%.
Okay.
Oh,
Can
35?
would you guys be mad if I drank this out of the bottle?
I don't care.
No.
Alright.
It's going to kill anything in there anyway.
Just take a little bit. How is it?
Very peachy.
But can you drink it? Like
I can't.
if we pour a shot, it's like drinkable, right?
It's drinkable, yeah.
Oh yeah, you could definitely sip this.
That's terrible because it's as strong as
Yeah,
the
that's
captain.
Right, and that's the problem because it's peachy flavored, and the peach kind of covers everything else.
right. But it does burn on the way down.
A little bit, yeah. Which is why I had that.
Well, that tiny bottle was a
kind of
lot
reaction.
more than the regular vodka.
Well, yeah, what
I
was
believe that.
What was the price difference?
Well, the Svedka, let's see. How big is this one? Doesn't say.
Should say somewhere.
Okay. And now since I'm on the continent,
Well, it's the smaller version of Svedka. The one I purchased was $13. The Ciroc, which seems less than the $13 vodka, was $25.
The Svedka is 750 milliliters.
750?
Right. Milliliters.
This one's 375.
which is like
milliliters.
0.75 liter. Yeah.
Right.
So that's 1/3 of a liter.
The Ciroc was 375 milliliters.
Yeah. So it's about 1/3, a little more than 1/3 of a liter.
This was $20-something for this tiny little bottle.
Yeah. I mean, you're paying more for the
Taste.
quantity.
It's kind of like an ice wine, you know.
Yeah.
Versus a regular ice
Yeah.
wine is.
Is it usually? I don't know. I've never bought an
Well,
ice wine.
Ice wine is a smaller bottle and it's usually much more expensive. Probably because of the way it tastes. You're basically buying syrup,
I
depending
can
on
see that, yeah.
the kind you get.
Where's the Okay. So I'm gonna mix it with Red Bull. See how that tastes.
The peach?
Yeah.
Okay, do it, yeah.
I imagine it's going to be very tasty. Although I feel like I'm not sure if you should ruin the flavor with Red Bull.
Well, yeah, but I had wanted Red Bull, so that's why she's saying.
Correct.
This route has so many turnoffs on it,
Including this one.
including this one. Yes.
Should I do 50-50?
I would do 60-40. 60% Red Bull.
I think that's 60.
I don't know if I trust your judgment at this
But
point
yeah,
either.
I want to try it before he
Did you-
tries it.
Oh, you already put some in there?
Yeah.
Why are you stopped?
Look out for the wood.
That's what she said?
I think it's delicious.
I'm also going to taste this.
Do it. I'm still trying to, like, shift and stuff.
You can barely taste the alcohol.
That's kind of dangerous.
Shift and
Ah.
drink.
Okay.
How'd you go from 9th to 12th?
I don't know. I really have no idea.
But did you like how it tastes, Jared?
It was tasty.
Oh, wow. Yeah, you can't taste the alcohol.
It,
We may have found the perfect combination.
it's like 40-60.
This is my cup holder.
Are you done with the bottle?
Hang on.
There we go. All right, so are you officially on your 6th drink?
Sorry, yes. Drank that so fast that I had some problems. I'm good.
Okay.
Oh, man. Yeah. That vodka. Cannot tell the difference between the alcohol and the Red Bull. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
I think it's bad because you'll drink more of it and
Right.
you'll be hyper and awake.
Right.
And drunk.
And that's the thing. Like, I was talking to my friends the other day. I can't drink more than one vodka and Red Bull because it does crazy things to your system. Having the stimulant and then
Well,
you know,
that's
alcohol.
why they took down what's that
juice. Yeah, my friend Adam was a
Was it
huge
juice?
fan.
No, it was
Four
Four
Locos.
Loko. Well, juice and Four Loko are the same thing. Well, the same. They're not the same,
same
company,
concept.
but it's the same concept. It's caffeine with a high strength, like malt liquor, basically. And my friend Adam was a big fan of juice, and once they took the caffeine out of it, it's sort of like
Is it juice or juice?
crap. I have to go the other way, don't I?
Yeah.
It's Juice, Joose. People behind me are pissed because I have to go left.
But that was only in New York, correct?
Yeah, I think no. Well, I think they just changed their whole formula because it didn't make sense for them to make two different formulas.
So what did they have before?
It was, I think it was, if I remember right, it was 12% alcohol, and then like, I don't know how much caffeine, but a bunch of caffeine in it. And now it's like Smirnoff Ice, basically. It's the same, same
alcohol?
concept. It's just malt liquor, basically, just flavored, watermelon or whatever. So,
I feel like you should probably cut all these people off.
You know what? This has been my main problem with this game, is that the traffic doesn't appear to necessarily follow the traffic rules. Like, if it's a green light, they don't necessarily go. And there's a bus right there, so that's going to be fun.
Well, you have been into, like, Europe and stuff. They drive differently there.
Yeah, but not in, like...
They seem to not...
in France. In Spain, they do. In France, I have an engine malfunction. That's not good. I think it's probably because I've been like high revving all the time.
Like when I went to Spain, like I remember how like if a car hits a pedestrian, the pedestrian could be the one at fault and have to pay the damages to the car.
That sounds about right. Yeah.
Well, doesn't that happen with jaywalking here?
I don't think so.
If they get caught jaywalking, I don't think that happens a lot.
Well, there's actually been news recently about...
Oh, yeah, in New York City.
Right.
They're going to try to crack down a lot on jaywalking.
They already have, in fact.
They
really?
should, because, like, it's annoying.
They might be going a little overboard. There was a story recently, I can't remember who released it, but there was this runner who was running, obviously, and she crossed the road illegally jaywalking, and she was stopped by an officer, and drama ensued. And of course there was a video on YouTube within 10 minutes.
Of course. Thank you, age of the internet.
Exactly. But of course questions are being raised about whether it was right of the officer to hold her at that time just for jaywalking.
Yeah. Because that's not an arrestable offense, I don't think, even in New York City, right?
No, I shouldn't. I believe that she should have gotten like a ticket or something, but not arrested.
Right.
But apparently she was trying to get away. At least that's
so
what the officers claimed.
that goes to different things, like
that's
running away, like it's like a hit and run type of thing. This is the first time, I think, in the whole night that we've been stuck in traffic.
But so, what's your opinions on jaywalking?
Well, I do it a lot in New York City.
Oh, and actually, let me clarify.
I can't stand it.
The story that I was speaking of was not in New York City. It was actually in Austin. Apparently, there's been a lot of people who have been injured recently because of jaywalking.
Oh, really?
So they're trying to crack down on it.
Okay, and in New York City, it's the same thing.
Right.
With the new mayor, de Blasio, apparently they are trying to cut down on that as well because, I mean, but the thing is, like I said, I do it all the time in New York City. If you're waiting for the light to turn green, I mean, there's so much traffic.
Coming.
People are turning right into that street and stuff like that. I mean, there's almost no way that you can... There's generally very little that you can do about it. And I think next time we're going to have to see a mechanic.
Well, we're going to have a different vehicle next time. So
that's a good point, so it doesn't matter. Good thing about not owning our own truck.
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't. Considering how you drive, maybe we should.
Yeah, that's true. Because I will ruin gearboxes and pretty much destroy trucks. So there is that.
Wait, does that really happen in this game? You can actually.
It said I had an engine malfunction. Yep. You should see a mechanic as soon as possible. So.
You can definitely break down.
That's cool. I mean,
again, it's a simulator, so
Yeah, that's why I think it's cool. Cause
to go around the warehouse.
More realistic, I suppose.
Yeah. Exactly. Can I get another view? Nice. Thank you.
Oh, it should be pretty easy.
Yep. We're gonna do the regular park.
Oh, you're not
I'm not gonna skip it this time.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're gonna try.
I'm gonna park it.
Going all out on his last run here.
That's right. I'm on my last run of the chapter.
And again, I believe this is episode 10.
Yep. All right. Can I get one?
Going with the out the window approach.
Oh yeah. Nope.
Except
I
he's
thought it was
not
in reverse.
in reverse.
Okay, I think I'm in reverse now. Yep, there we go. Can I get the over the top? Yeah. I'm gonna go forward a little bit here. I think I'm close, but I don't think I'm.
Well, you know, I didn't realize that the mirrors stay up in this view.
Oh, they do. That's
So
nice.
yeah, that's almost perfect. I mean,
Yeah. All right, I gotta go a little more to the left.
I think you could hold it off. But.
You know what? I'm a perfectionist. All right. Yeah. Right.
Coming from
My trailer might be aligned wrong.
That's
but
it, just-
I'm gonna,
just cut-
I can. Yeah. I'm gonna cut. Nope. Other way.
To the other way, yeah.
First swear word of the chapter. Let's
No,
try to the line.
I cursed earlier.
Oh, did you? Okay.
But there's no editing involved here, so.
All right. So I gotta cut this way. Yeah. There we go.
Right, remember, it's opposite of what.
Yep.
And this is the first time that we've been transporting.
A couple of heavy excavators. Looks like.
Yeah. If you keep it the way it is, and then
I'm gonna go to the right. No.
right about now. Oh, that's good. It's green.
Okay. I'll take green.
So
Let's do it.
oh,
Close
hit
enough.
a square.
Square.
You know, in real life.
Good work.
In real life, you can't see the top view.
No, you can't. But again, this is my damage penalty, 508
Oh man.
euro.
You
But
did a
I will
lot.
take the extra, help that I can get. So
All right. Well,
we
that
have not
was-
leveled up, but
Yeah. Again, it's going to take a lot longer now that we've gone up a few levels.
yeah. Okay, good point. Yeah.
So it's a pretty good episode. Once again, my name is Jared.
And I'm Matthew.
And I'm Charlene.
Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you next time.